Coming to you live from AfterBuzz TV's wrestling coverage of SmackDown Live for October 3rd. We're bringing you the best moments from the ring tonight, and of course, closing out the show with the Kevin Owens Show.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
We are switching it up tonight because guess what? Christian Rosenberg is not in the house, but it's okay because I am, and to my left, we have...
Oh, Tom Connolly, yeah.
And...
Scott Narver.
And Gabby Loren here. We are the SmackDown Live crew for AfterBuzz TV, bringing you all our favorite moments tonight. And we're not going to be breaking down the moves. We're going to be talking about what we loved about the show. So I'm going to start it off with, what did you guys think of this SmackDown?
You know, it was okay. No, it was good. It was a really good show. It was fun. It was a good. I liked it. A lot of good matches. Good ending. Got me pumped for Hell in a Cell. So, yeah, I'm ready for Sunday now.
And what about you, Scott?
Yeah, I agree. I'm pumped for Hell in a Cell as well. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be excited for the show. I wanted to know all the matches. Some matches were made a little late, you know, but the stories have been there.
Yeah.
But now we know what's going to go down on Sunday.
I think this was a decent SmackDown Live, but I'm glad they didn't overdo it because I don't want it to outshine what we're going to see on Sunday at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
So I think it was a good, you know, precipice for what's about to happen. And then the way they just ended this episode tonight was just fantastic.
Oh,
I mean, we'll get to that, but
Yes.
I mean, this might have been one of my favorite SmackDowns this year. It just gets more intense and more intense and more intense.
It's true. You had...
Sorry, what?
Oh, their Twitters.
Oh.
Oh, our Twitters. How could I forget about that,
Those
you guys?
things.
Do you want yours plugged too? So I'm at Gabrielle_Loren on Twitter. Where can we find you guys?
I'm at Tom the Com.
I'm at Scott Narver.
Yeah, guys. Awesome. So definitely follow us if you guys are tuning in right now. Let us know your thoughts about tonight's SmackDown Live. And just so you guys all know, at AfterBuzz TV, we're switching things up a little bit. So before we dive into the rest of the show, we wanted to remind you about exciting changes at our network. So you may have noticed that SmackDown Live now airs on a brand new YouTube channel. That's because we're catering content to match your wants and all of our shows currently live on our content-specific verticals. So the shows that you're a fan of are all going to have special channels. For example, ours will be wrestling and sports. So you'll find it under that tab. Our content will be there every week. So it will be right up your alley. If you're into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button right now. We have 9 genre-based YouTube channels, which you can find on the homepage of the channel. So definitely subscribe to all of your favorites. We're not leaving anybody out here. AfterBuzz is a leader in custom TV coverage, and we're covering all the content. We're always looking to improve, so let us know what you guys think on our social media platforms. You guys heard our handles, so if you want to follow AfterBuzz also, make sure you follow at AfterBuzz TV or email us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com with any of your comments or concerns or what you love about every show. Right, guys?
Exactly.
Exactly,
Yeah, so wrestling and sports, don't forget it.
That's the most important one. Get the other ones, too.
Yes.
But put this one at the top.
At the top of that subscribe list, number 1. 1 out of 10, number 1. All right, guys. Well, getting into our SmackDown Live show tonight, we're coming from Denver, Colorado.
Yes.
It was nice that, you know, they did a little tribute to what happened in Vegas over the weekend because obviously it was very upsetting and a lot of things going on. But they did it on Raw as well on Monday night, which I thought was nice, you know, having that moment of silence before they started. And then we kicked off the show with Renee introducing Shinsuke Nakamura from the ring. What did you guys think about Nakamura coming out, having a few words with Renee in the interview? We don't really get too much out of him, but tonight we got a little bit more.
I mean, I think it was... He had to at least say something over the last couple of weeks of not really saying much. So at least we got to hear him, you know, say something. And, I mean, I don't know. It was
a nice book of quotes someone handed him.
Yes, yeah. It was... I was like, okay, that's... All right, fine.
He went with the most cliche things.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
So he actually said, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." Super classic.
Famous Japanese saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he also said, "Greatest fear of all is the fear of the unknown. But Jinder will know when I beat him and become WWE champion." Now, a lot of speculation here. I feel like they're really, hyping up this match come Hell in a Cell. I don't know. It's really up in the air with who's going to take it, but they're really making a big deal out of it.
Yeah. I mean, we have to do our predictions. We'll do our predictions.
We will
at the
do
end.
our predictions because we have a bunch of matches for that. So then the Singh brothers interrupted that interview with Renee and Shinsuke. Jinder comes from behind Nakamura and knocks him out instead of doing an entrance. So he came out to do a little surprise here, which I always love the surprises. We get Randy Orton doing that every week, and now we have Jinder doing it. And then Nakamura makes a comeback on the triple team, with the Singh brothers. He gets attacked by all of them afterwards. So he kind of had the upper hand. Then he loses control. And Jinder and his minions kind of become ruthless throughout this. I don't even want to call it wasn't a match.
No,
but
just a beatdown.
A beatdown for sure. And then the crowd chants, "You suck," to Jinder like every other week on SmackDown Live. So, there was extreme booing there. I think the crowd is obviously in favor of Nakamura, as we've seen and heard, especially from our chat roll. Everyone seems to be really, up in arms, and they want Nakamura even more to win now at Hell in a Cell. So it's definitely, making us excited for that match coming up this weekend on Sunday.
I thought it was interesting that Jinder, for the beatdown, went into his wrestling gear and did the oil up and everything, and then later on in the night, we see him in the suit.
That's so true. Usually when he's just doing a little stint, he's in his suit.
Yeah.
He doesn't really come out prepared to do, match style,
Yeah.
wardrobe.
I thought he was going to be thrown into a match for that, because if you come out in your gear, someone's going to put you in a match.
That's so funny.
Well, he didn't want to get his suit dirty, so he was like, all right, I'll just take it off, put this gear on. Sure. Beat him down? All right. Now I'm good to go. Let me get that suit back on.
So you guys, our next match tonight was a female match. We had Natalya and Carmella versus Charlotte and Becky. Now, the women are always, coming out on top. They've really proved themselves. Obviously, it's an uprising of the women's division. But I have a special surprise for you guys this week because of this women's match and Carmella coming out with Ellsworth. So, I mentioned that my school mascot is Ellsworth, right? Well, here's a picture of my school mascot next to Money in the Bank with the dollars. The dollar bills.
Wait, does it have the dollars in it, or you put it in?
No, that was actually a real graphic that I found on the internet.
Wow.
And I thought it was very telling to Money in the Bank. And it's just ironic that Ellsworth, my school mascot, has cash, and so does Ellsworth and Carmella for Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
You know?
That's awesome.
So I just thought that was really cool, and I wanted to show everybody, what my school mascot's all about.
Is everybody signing up for the school now?
I mean, maybe. What do you guys think?
Is it just trending worldwide that people are like, I gotta go to the school?
I just can't believe Ellsworth is my mascot, and there's an Ellsworth in WWE. And they look kind of alike. There's similarities.
Is that
He
where you're
doesn't
wearing
really
that
have a chin.
choker collar right now?
Yeah,
A tribute to
kinda.
Ellsworth?
I'm really into the collar right now just because of Ellsworth. So, yeah. I gotta admit it.
I thought she was going to say she has leashes for us.
I thought so too.
No, that's your guys' job. I wear the collar. Someone else has to hold the leash.
Rosenberg
Brother, you're
right now
right.
is somewhere wearing that,
Yeah.
waiting for someone to take him on a walk.
Yeah, we kind of miss him tonight. But getting to the match, we did see Miss Money in the Bank come out with Ellsworth. And, like always, Natalya then entered and teamed up with Carmella, which was a shocker. She's on her side, but not on her side, as we see towards the end. Because she did give some dirty looks, once they won the match. They had to stare down at each other and then walk towards the opposite ends of the ring and exited. I feel like they're teasing that in Hell in a Cell, she's going to cash in.
Yeah.
I really feel it.
I could see her coming down at least, even if, I don't know. I don't get where they're going, because I feel like it's setting up for Charlotte to win this. I feel like her dad's going to be there. I don't know. They haven't really announced he's going to be there, but I feel like he's definitely going to be there in attendance. So I just think if Rick's going to be there, she's probably going to win, because they're going to want to get that moment, that shot of him getting in the ring and hugging her and all that kind of stuff. I think if they really want to go far with it, they're going to, he's going to get in the ring, hug her, and then Carmella's going to come out and cash in while she's being distracted, which is really a messed up thing to do. But
Yes.
I could see that happening.
Well, with the way WWE is doing their storylines right now, I wouldn't put it past them to do something crazy.
Could be.
Yeah. So what do you guys think of that match overall?
I thought it was good. I thought it was really cool to see Natalya get another tap-out victory and over her challenger, over Charlotte. So Charlotte's been this indestructible force for so long, and now it makes her more vulnerable, so it evens the playing field.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, and I like that Natalya got the win, and it wasn't a, oh, well, Charlotte got the pin, or some weird, it was a definitive win. Yeah, the roll up of death that they always do. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't even sure, to be honest, that Natalya and Carmella were going to win, just because they were partners. And obviously, Carmella's not always the strongest player in the game. She tends to run away a lot, I notice. Every time someone goes for her, she runs out of the ring.
Yeah.
It's like a common thing for her. But overall, it was a pretty good match. And, note by the commentators, Hell in a Cell will be Natalya's first pay-per-view where she'll be defending the Women's Championship in a singles match.
Yes.
So this will be a first for her, which is super exciting.
Oh, because it was what was it last time, though?
Well, this was the first singles, so maybe tag teams or,
gotcha.
fatal four-ways, but this is the first singles.
Okay.
Where she'll be defending her title. So our next section of SmackDown Live was KO's recap from the previous week. So, we know that KO has been doing a lot of crazy, insane things. I don't think SmackDown Live would be the same without him. What I love about Kevin Owens is that he speaks his mind. He's very open. He tells it like he feels it. And, he does what he wants, even if it's absolutely insane. So it makes the show what it is. And they're throwing it all the way back now to April 11th of 2017 to show all of his moments, and why he's come to the point he's come to at this very moment this week. He has issues with Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon says that he calls every match unfair. He's losing everything, but he's not happy with it. KO goes at Shane verbally for the helicopter accident and his daddy issues. And then KO also threatens WWE, and Vince wants to sue. We all know this. And KO physically assaults Vince McMahon. So these are all things that have been happening in the last few weeks. So, then after that, Shane condemns KO to Hell in a Cell. And he wants him to lose just to infuriate him. And I think that, I want him to lose as well. Because if he wins Hell in a Cell, what is the story going to be?
Wait, you want Kevin to lose?
No, yeah, I want Kevin to lose, even though I'm a Kevin Owens fan. Because the more angry he gets, the better the show is.
Oh, okay.
So if he doesn't continue to lose, he's not going to have anything to fight for.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm loving where this is going right now.
Okay.
But wouldn't he just want to take over even more, saying that, I put Shane out? Why not make me the GM?
Why not take out Stephanie?
Yeah, exactly.
That's really good. But isn't Stephanie on Raw?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, so how is that going to happen?
Well, he got traded from Raw to SmackDown, so he
he'll
could
get traded back?
He could infiltrate.
Oh, I see. So he'll be on both nights now.
Sure, John Cena was a free agent. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe Shane McMahon will say, I don't want you to work for me anymore.
I think that would be awesome, actually. So if the story went that way, I'd be all for it. But otherwise, I think he needs to lose in order to keep this animosity going and for crazier things to happen. Because at some point when he wins, it's just going to be about maintaining that authority instead of really going, up in arms and finding ways to make what he needs happen.
Yeah. But I mean,
I don't know.
I feel like what we've seen so far, though, is pretty crazy, of at least in this era of wrestling, of what he's doing, what he did to Vince, what he did to Shane, we'll talk about later, but even leading up to it.
Yeah, all the verbal attacks.
Yeah, I think this Hell in a Cell match is going to be awesome, and it's just going to be insane. I don't know where they can go from this if he doesn't win and doesn't at least say, okay, I beat you now, give me what I want.
Right.
Kind of thing.
It's justifiable.
Yeah.
I could see it.
I also like the fact that WWE gets a lot of flack, you know, from me especially, where they don't see storylines through or they don't do long-term storytelling. They've been doing this for a while. They did this since day one of Kevin Owens coming to SmackDown Live and planting those seeds with him and Shane McMahon, and have been seeing this through from April now to October.
Yeah.
And who knows if it keeps going. So I'm digging this a lot.
Yeah, when you said April, I was like, wow, it's been that long since he's been on
Right?
SmackDown. So
It's been a while when
Yeah.
you think about it.
and it's
Was
not
it half a year now or something?
Yeah, and it's not even like it's leading up to. I mean, a Hell in a Cell is like a feud-ending match, so it's like okay. I mean, I don't know if they decided that from the beginning, of like, hey, all right, we have Hell in a Cell, we're gonna build all the way up to this, or if they were just like, all right, this is kind of working, so let's just keep going with it. But
I almost
it
feel like it
worked.
was it was working, so they're going to keep going with it because you kind of have to gauge what the audience is feeling.
Yeah.
And they're loving and eating this up. We saw that tonight. So I think they're gauging what WWE Universe is interested in seeing, and they're going with that, and they're running with it. So yeah, I love it. Next up, we see Mike Kanellis versus Bobby Roode, and Mike Kanellis' wife is preggo.
Yep.
She's having a baby in April.
like everyone else, it seems. Jeez.
I know, right?
Are you
Brie
having a
Bella
baby?
maybe,
No,
or not
no,
Brie
no.
Bella.
I kinda
Brie
look
Bella
at it
had her
better.
baby, but Nikki Bella maybe next.
Is Christian having a baby?
Maybe, I don't know.
Is that why he's not here? He's having a baby?
Could be.
Congratulations, Christian, on your new baby.
Although he wasn't gaining weight this year, he was actually losing
Yeah,
weight
exactly.
this year.
Yep.
Well, hashtag Christian Rosen baby.
Yeah, he's been on this like amazing nutrition plan and dropped a bunch of pounds.
Got to keep that
LBs.
baby healthy.
Exactly, I guess you're right. He's only eating healthy food and organics.
Got to think about the future.
And
Well,
chicken
congratulations, to Maria and Mike. We're happy for you guys. And it was really cool to see this because, we get Bobby Roode coming out more. Loving Bobby Roode. He's amazing. And when he was in the ring, he kind of got a little too glorious up on Mike Kanellis and had a moment for himself. And those are always the times where you get distracted and then your opponent gets one in. And that's what happened. So he took too long of a moment for his ego for himself. Kind of lost control there. But there was a really awesome, powerful spine buster by Bobby. And I love that.
Yeah.
So he's a really good player. I really, love watching him wrestle. I think it's nice to see him up and coming and having a match in Hell in a Cell. That's going to be exciting with Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I like that this has all led to Dolph Ziggler going after Bobby Roode, because this is something I've been saying about Bobby Roode since he came to NXT. Is like, I love the packaging, but I don't think there's anything else behind Bobby Roode now. I used to love him in TNA. I thought he was great. I thought he did a lot more, but he's riding on just the song right now. And I like that it's become a reality, that it's being called out. And hopefully he gets to show more come Sunday.
Are you the matches you've seen him in NXT? Was he impressive in those, or you're just kind of like,
It's
what
okay.
happened?
It still feels like a disconnect from him. Like he wrestles well, there's no question of that. But then every 3 minutes or so, there's like a little switch that goes, roll your wrists and do glorious. Like,
Yeah.
I got it. Do
Yeah.
the thing that'll propel me forward.
Yeah,
That's a few of the wrestlers are like that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
like it's not as natural to him as you think it would be of
No,
somebody
like,
else. Where it's like,
Beer Money back in the day, that seemed to come way more naturally between him and James Storm when they would play around and have fun. This feels like he's told to go through the motions, point A, point B, point C,
Yeah.
rather than feeling it.
But I feel like I read before that that was not even supposed to be his music.
Yeah, it was Shinsuke's.
Yeah.
And Shinsuke listened to it and went, no, I don't like this.
Well, this match was really interesting because it was very fast. It ended quickly. Bobby Roode did win over Mike Kanellis. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Because Mike Kanellis has not been doing that well lately.
No.
And his storyline's kind of over. Once Maria, pieced out, it's like, what are you doing now?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with him now.
They
Like,
should be Skyping with each other.
Yeah. Well, during his match.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be fun. I mean, at least I don't know. I have no idea where they're going with him at all. Like, he had a decent debut at least, but then he just lost I don't think he's won a match. Maybe one.
I think maybe one
Yeah.
in total since they've been back. I mean, the fans can correct us if we're wrong, but
He beat Sami Zayn in the beginning.
yeah,
Yes,
it was
yeah.
Yeah,
Sami
he was
Zayn.
beating him, and then I think that was it.
Yeah. I don't know. It kind of sucks. It's like one of those. He's one of those guys that are just very lost in the shuffle of SmackDown.
Makes you question the power of love, guys.
Well, and then at what
You
point
can never question that.
at what point can you not be in the
Currently am.
ring if you're pregnant? Is it immediately when you find out,
I'm
or is it a
sure,
few
yeah.
months in a certain trimester?
Unless you're like Paige's mom, who was still pregnant in wrestling when she was. You know.
Did she know she was pregnant at that point?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, child abuse. Just kidding.
But I don't know. I mean, I think it's more of a health thing of like they don't want to traveling and everything, so it's. I
Well,
don't
you
know.
could travel when you're pregnant. It's
Yeah.
just not at the very end, I think. Like that
Yeah.
last month before you're due.
Yeah, kicks to the gut, though. You know, gut
Wait.
busters, suplexes.
Yeah.
Might be bad for the baby.
But she doesn't wrestle though.
Well,
Like,
now
like,
she's not gonna.
Well, no, but I mean, even before, even in like since they came back.
What if
she
there's a
hasn't wrestled.
skirmish? You know, like a ref bump. Refs don't think they're gonna get knocked down. It just happens.
Well, she could just get out of the way. I don't know. They could put her in that coal mine, coal cave or whatever.
The Michael Cole
yeah.
cave.
Yes.
Well,
A
that
little
didn't work. He got beat up.
exercise,
Yeah.
probably does good for the baby.
Yeah.
I guess it's
I mean,
dangerous.
I don't know. I mean,
It is
they're-
very-
The commentators aren't safe.
yeah. But I mean,
Nobody's
Yeah.
safe.
Nobody's
let's be
safe.
honest.
The people in the stands weren't safe tonight.
No.
Yeah.
No one was safe.
Nobody in that building tonight was safe.
Those fake merchandise salesmen
Oh,
weren't safe
goodness
tonight.
gracious. We're going to get to that because
Yeah.
that was really funny.
They were
I
really
died.
big.
I died at that point. Well, after this match happened and Bobby Roode took the win, we do see Dolph Ziggler. I always say Ziggler. It's my accent. Sorry, guys. Dolph Ziggler. I know I want to be Long Island here, but I got to keep it in. Dolph Ziggler, so crazy with his antics and coming out with different personalities and harping on other people. So he did harp on Bobby tonight in his glorious shtick. But, they're going to be fighting at Hell in a Cell. I thought it was so funny when he came out with confetti, personal confetti. It wasn't like a big stage production. But he had like personal pieces of confetti that he threw out and like a horn that he blew into the microphone.
He got more obnoxious and annoying as he was doing it. So that's the big divide between Dolph Ziggler and Jinder Mahal. Like Jinder's been doing those segments where it's like, this isn't working. You're not feeling it and you're not doing it. The beginning of this Dolph moment tonight where he's got the drum and he's doing that, it's like, oh, all right, whatever. And then as he's getting closer and closer to Bobby Roode with the air horn and just giving him that dead stare, like I thought he was really, really hamming it up tonight. And I enjoyed that.
I'm really wondering what Dolph is going to do during Hell in a Cell for his entrance because he keeps talking about it's going to be this amazing entrance and I'm going to show everyone up because you guys are all doing BS here. I really can't wait, and I hope he doesn't disappoint us with what he does.
Should we save that for our predictions?
Yeah.
Oh, you actually have a
Yeah.
prediction for what you think it's going to be?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. You're probably going to say he's going to copy somebody else. He's
Yeah.
going to come out as somebody that he's already, not that he's done before, but
Sure.
another wrestler
Yes.
that we haven't seen.
Yes.
But I think that's a cop-out.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to come up with something entirely original because
don't
then
think
that's
so?
him having the thing, you know?
Yeah, but maybe it's just less, hyped, I guess. Maybe it would be
Maybe.
more of a normal entrance, if that's possible.
It could be that. It could be something it could be nothing.
Yeah.
What if he just walks out, straight face, serious,
Spotlight,
Yeah.
no music. Could be that.
and he's like, "This is my entrance."
So you taking that? Is that your prediction?
Yeah, that's my prediction. I'm gonna throw it out now.
Okay.
So
I think he needs.
Premature.
I think he needs new music for sure. Either you go with no music at all, or you get him some kind of new music. Because I feel like people still get excited for that music when they hear it. At first, they're always like, "Oh," and then they're like, "Oh, I guess I gotta boo this guy. He's a bad guy now." So yeah. Hopefully he
After
gets
your
new
encounter at
music.
WrestleMania?
Yes.
Hey,
exactly.
stop it. Oh, I hate you.
Exactly.
Okay, since we're talking it now, I think he's just going to do the Bobby Roode entrance.
oh
I think he's going to wear the
wow.
robe and come out and be glorious.
Well, then he better come out first, because if he comes out second, it's not as cool. Yeah.
But do you
Take
think
it all away.
Yeah, you think it'll be like he's doing that and Bobby comes out and starts beating him up right away? Like then we don't even get a
Or Bobby comes out and cries.
Because we really want two Bobby Roode entrances.
Yeah, that song? That song's
Yeah,
great.
It is great, yeah. I could deal with that. Yeah.
Or maybe it's a spin on Glorious. What if he comes out with a similar track, similar wardrobe, but the word is different?
Yeah.
Where it's
I like
not
that.
Glorious, but it's something else.
Yeah.
Notorious.
Notorious, yeah. It could be that. Something that rhymes with Glorious, but a little cooler.
Chat roll, what rhymes with glorious? You know, throw
Yeah.
it in there right now.
What rhymes with
Figure it out.
Glorious that
That'll
Dolph
be the
could come
word.
out with?
But then also Bobby can hype it up. Like his first NXT pay-per-view match was him coming on that big stand, and then coming down, being lowered from the heavens. You know, it could be amped up still.
What if he just walks down the stairs in the audience, and that's his entrance?
Could
Dates
be.
Roman Reigns entrance.
You know, I mean, I know that's been a few people's
Yeah,
entrances,
but
but
yeah.
he could make it a little more basic. I don't know, it would be awesome.
I
Anything
think
he
should
does
just
at
sit in
this
the front
point.
row and just jump over the, you know. He just jumps over the
barriers?
barrier.
Optimus Provis says fabulous.
Fabulous.
Carmelo will be upset.
Yeah, that's
Carmelo
true.
will be upset.
It's a little play
Yeah.
on Carmella's theme.
Victorious.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, I like Victorious. Because he's going to win, right? So Victorious is how he's going to play it off. That's actually a great one. I like Victorious. Good job, Jose. Going into, you know, the next, not match, but thing, situation, segment, we have the Usos and New Day, most people's favorites. I mean, who doesn't love New Day and the Usos? Especially
Yeah.
together. These guys are all amazing.
Yeah.
Great characters, great story, and we love their antics. So, Usos read New Day the rights for the Uso Penitentiary. And I love how they have their own name for their Sunday Hell in a Cell match. They're the only ones that are changing things up in the sense that it's like they're owning it. This
Yeah.
is ours. You know, it's not just Hell in a Cell, it's the Uso Penitentiary too.
Yeah.
Special feature. So that was really funny. They're saying it's going to be a 2-on-2. One of them are going to have to sit out and eat those bootios. So that was a stipulation. They also mentioned that they will be dragging New Day out and down the runway for the entrance. Now,
Before the match even starts.
before the match starts, it sounded like a threat, like there will be no entrance, we'll be dragging you out. You know, that's what it sounded like, unless it was after they win, they're dragging them out. But that was one of the first things they mentioned.
Either
tonight.
way, they're talking tough. Like they
Yeah.
talked a real big game because this is the. I mean, there may have been a throwaway when they were really stacking up Hell in the Cell matches in the past, some of those pay-per-views. But I feel like this is the most significant tag team title match in a Hell in the Cell anyway, if it's not the first.
Yeah.
And they've got big shoes to fill, and I think it's going to be really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the matches I'm definitely looking forward to on Sunday. I mean, these guys killed it at the pre-show for SummerSlam. Should have been on the main show. I said it was the best match of the night for SummerSlam, the tag match. The last time, whenever they fought, was it the last pay-per-view or whenever, or it's on SmackDown?
Oh,
the street fight.
Yeah, the street fight, yeah.
You were there for it.
Yeah, the
so,
Las Vegas street
that
fight.
was awesome. So, I mean, these guys know what they're doing. It's gonna be an insane inside Hell in a Cell tag match. I don't know what they're gonna pull out, but it's gonna be awesome.
I agree. I think this will be one of the best of the night on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that too. So when New Day actually came out to approach the Usos and their stipulations, they said that they're going to talk about some lefts instead of rights. And I love that. So good play on words. They said that they left everyone in awe for how good they are in the tag team division. I will second that. You are right.
Third it.
On the left. They always left the arena letting everyone know they had the best match of the night. I will second that again.
Third it.
Yep. Fourth
And then last time they left with the belts. Way to close it, right? So, I mean, that's going to be a hard prediction when we get to that. It's a tough one. All really good guys, all really good wrestlers. It's going to be up in the air for this. But I do love their outfits. They always have something interesting going on the New Day.
Yeah.
Tonight was velour red jumpsuits. Kind of reminded me of Juicy Couture in like the 2000s when Paris Hilton was modeling for them. Those zip-ups. They look so funny. I just love it. They always have the best gear. And then we get into Jinder backstage. So Jinder's backstage. He recaps what he did to Nakamura earlier in the night. And he said Nakamura underestimated my intelligence. And he's talking himself up for Sunday's match. which, you know, we're all excited for.
He has to. He's
So.
going against Nakamura, so he better hype. Somebody's got to hype him up.
Somebody does. And we had a few segments with him throughout tonight, so they're, you know, really pushing it out there. Next up, we had Ty Dillinger versus Baron Corbin. We've seen a lot of them together again tonight. And they mentioned, before the match started, that Fashion Files returns on Sunday, you guys. Get ready.
Boo! It was supposed to be tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess they needed to postpone that.
Man, it better be big.
Yeah.
It better be big and good.
Yeah.
We still don't know who attacked them.
No, still don't know, or if they're ever gonna continue that or not. I don't know. Yeah.
It's going to be great. I think they have to come back big since it's been such a long hiatus.
It's been at least, what,
You know.
3 weeks we've seen them, I think.
Vegas. I
Yeah.
think they had something.
But is it going to be, you know, a take on to be continued from the previous
I think
that
so.
we've seen, or is this a whole new story, you think?
I don't know. Well, the thing is, it
be
made
a
no
new
sense because
show.
they're like, it's a new season of Fashion Files, and then they had like one episode, and then
Yeah.
they didn't see him again. You're like, wait, you just said it was a new season. It's like, I don't know. It's a weird way of them trying to continue. Like we can't have that much of a gap in between us, like storyline or them not being
Right.
on TV.
Like, did they not come up with enough material? What
No,
happened
those guys
there?
can come up with a lot of stuff. So
I mean, that seems like a pretty easy thing to write up. You know?
yeah,
It's just all fun and extra.
I think they're just trying to figure out where they're going with it.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing of not just being like, let's just throw some things out there and not do
Right.
You know, not know where we're going, because I don't think they still know even know who they want to decide was the guys that attacked them. Mm-hmm. So
And I want to see a really big payoff with these Fashion Files. I want something to really majorly tie in at some point to the show that we're going to see. So I hope that they push it out more when we see it on Sunday. Maybe do something really big for that. And so getting back to the match, we have Ty Dillinger versus Baron Corbin. Corbin wants revenge, according to our commentators, because he's been humiliated by his Money in the Bank fiasco and losing the U.S. title opportunity. So he's had some major losses recently, and he needs to win this. Otherwise, he's going to be failing again. A major failure on SmackDown Live. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air with this one. And then AJ was, you know, seen watching the match from backstage, keeping a close eye on what's happening. And in the actual match, we see Corbin slamming Dillinger into the steel stairs. Some great moments from the night. Corbin punches Dillinger in the gut while he's upside down hanging from the ropes. I really like that moment. Corbin also staying in Denver to train at high altitude to prepare for Sunday, I guess. Which I thought was interesting. Everyone was calling him like this elite athlete and that he's doing some extra work for Sunday's match. I don't know. Do you think that will help pay off on Sunday? You think he'll be able to compete?
I like Corbin a lot, but I don't know. AJ Styles is just so red hot right now. It's hard to see him taking that away.
I mean, I still think even with Ty winning, like I still think they could add him into the match still on Sunday. Like just to be like, you still lost. Like we even talked about it last week, and Rosenberg was like, yeah, I think he'll lose, and then he'll be like, well, why don't I get a shot? I beat him. So I don't know. I could still see it being a triple threat on Sunday.
I can agree with that. I think he's going to get involved because Ty Dillinger does keep winning. Corbin keeps losing.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he should get involved. I mean, you can't just throw him to the Bulls and not have a storyline.
Yeah, and he like demanded. He didn't say like, oh, he just was like, we're fighting at Hell in a Cell. He wasn't like, oh, I won a match, so now I want to fight you. He's never beaten AJ yet, I don't think. So
Not in this feud.
No,
before.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then backstage, you see, you know, AJ kind of making fun of Corbin, talking about all his losses and failures and how he should have done this. And if he would have done this, you know, things would have turned out better for him. So it doesn't seem like he feels like he has an equal competitor. He feels pretty confident that he's going to keep the title. And we see that. And he also tells, you know, Corbin his opportunities will get cut if he takes shortcuts once he fights with him at Hell in a Cell. And then we get into some breast cancer awareness stuff, which was really nice. I always love when WWE does stuff to give back. I think it's really cool. And then they honored 3 different women on stage, so, or in the ring, I should say, which I think is great. So, yay for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes, very important stuff.
Very
Yes.
important stuff. Then we move into Aiden English and Rusev in the ring.
Less important stuff.
Less important stuff.
Yeah.
Happy Rusev Day. Less important stuff. So, you know, it was supposed to be Happy Rusev Day, but Orton clearly ruined that last week. And, you know, he talks about how Orton will lose at Hell in a Cell, and it will be a true Happy Rusev Day.
Rusev's so goofy in these. I love it when it was supposed to be, but you ruined it. Like he's tapping into Vince McMahon a little bit with the being hammy, and I think it's great. I think him and Aiden English are a goofy pair. Like it's just a fun mash of characters put together.
That's true, actually. They're both really fun characters in a way, so putting them together is definitely an interesting combo.
And it helps. It helps with Rusev kind of having that buffer of someone to where you can get beat up, so I don't have to, kind of thing. So then I can try to get the jump on Orton, or try to get the upper hand.
This
before
is
the
true.
match. So.
And I do like Aiden English's song from last week for Rusev for his Happy Rusev Day. Thought that was great. But we covered that then. So then we see Orton versus Aiden English. I mean, another really quick match tonight. So we had two very fast matches. It was like in and out. Orton obviously won. He did an RKO out of nowhere like usual. And he pinned Aiden English. Or RKO'd him. And Rusev and Orton locked eyes with each other at the very end. It seemed like they were two beasts challenging each other for the weekend.
Yes,
Did you see the fire?
Yeah, it was a lot of passion.
It was.
But yeah, they didn't mix it up. They're waiting. So now we've seen the short match between each of them, and now I think we're gonna see something big.
Yeah,
I think we're
shorter.
gonna see.
With Rusev
1 second.
and Orton?
Yeah, because we saw at SummerSlam, Orton just got him super fast, and then Rusev got him later on SmackDown Live super fast. So now I think we'll get a match out of this, a real one.
Like we'll kind of, triple and multiply that time that we saw.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Prior.
I mean, if it triples it, well, what's it gonna be? 30 seconds?
Yeah, well, let's hope not. Let's
Maybe we get
triple
at least,
times triple in here. Anyways, getting to almost my favorite part of the night. We have Shane backstage with Sami Zayn. We're leading up to the final moments of SmackDown Live this week. So Sami warns Shane not to get in the ring with Kevin Owens. He says when he snaps, it's pretty much unpredictable. I mean, I'm paraphrasing right now. We've only caught glimpses, quote unquote. KO is something else. So now this is really riling up who KO is. Like, it's like this guy that literally belongs in a mental facility. This is how I feel as though Sami speaks of him. Almost as if he's gone crazy. And well, he has gone crazy, but gone crazy and like mentally, physically, emotionally, everything's just out of control.
It's great when they build up the side of Kevin Owens of him, what he does to people that he likes and he respects, and so what he's going to do to people that he hates.
Right.
I really like that.
And I think the most important part was Shane just saying, like, I'll take care of this. Like, you don't worry about me. I'll worry about myself. Like,
right.
And I think, I mean, we kind of talked about it last week. I think that's that underlying thing of, like, I don't know, I'll talk about it when we get to predictions, but I don't see Sami
Don't hold
being,
yourself back now.
Yeah, I don't see, I mean, I see Sami helping Kevin win this match.
Oh.
Like having a turn.
Yeah, for sure. Especially now with false, like them being able to go out of the cell. Like now there's at least that chance of someone else interfering in the match.
Sure, that's true. I hadn't thought about that.
I think it could get to that point if Kevin's like really hurting and needs somebody to come and save him. But I don't know if otherwise it would happen because Sami is a babyface,
Yeah, but I mean, I think it could be a cool moment of, either he's on top of this, like there's something crazy where like something's gonna happen and like Sami comes out and he's like, Kevin, like no, don't do this, like trying to stop, and then he just turns around and goes crazy on Shane McMahon, like just out of nowhere, and you're just like, what is happening right now?
But
That's
then where
the power
would they,
of love.
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they have a close relationship. They did have a close relationship. So there's ties there. But where would that story go after back on SmackDown?
It would be
Because
them together, like
Right.
going against, you know,
The
Shane.
authority.
Yeah, going against Shane and Daniel
I
Bryan.
could see that,
They
but
both
then
didn't get like Sami
it's an
Zayn.
issue for Sami.
Sami Zayn had a crappy time on Raw
Right.
since the brand split. He's had a kind of a better time on SmackDown, but he's also gotten the crap beat out of him by Kevin Owens a lot. Not that it didn't happen on Raw, but so I think he can be the, you know, he's frustrated as well. Like, why am I not getting my opportunity? Why is someone like Jinder coming up and getting opportunity, or you know, AJ or anybody else? Like he has a legitimate like reason to turn, I think now, and to just be like, you know, I see the way you're treating Kevin. I don't want you to treat me like that. So why don't I join forces with him to make your life a living hell?
No, you know what? You just gave me an idea. I think that after we see Hell in a Cell, if he doesn't get involved with Kevin Owens' match, let's say Kevin Owens wins and wins over Shane McMahon, and now he's in the Authority, right? Or he's kind of at the Kevin Owens show, but it's on another level now. Now, Sami Zayn is probably going to go after Kevin Owens for his rightful time on SmackDown Live.
Yeah.
And try to get in more. But not against Shane, against Kevin Owens. Because I think, you know, he may have more pull or more of a storyline, being that there's animosity between him and Kevin.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Like,
get-
give
yeah.
me what I want, you know, and there would be, like, fights going on.
Yeah, I
like
can see
that.
them. Yeah, if he doesn't turn, then I guess he's the next person that Kevin could go against. I mean,
Right.
not that we haven't seen it, but leading to something bigger.
With a new story. Right. Okay, cool. So, this is the last part of the show, pretty much. We have Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens. It was some of the most intense things I've seen the entire year. I absolutely loved this SmackDown Live. I have a Kevin Owens show shirt now. I'm so happy that it came just in time for tonight's event. And let me tell you, I mean, we see Shane invites Kevin to come to the ring. Kevin seems like a no-show, shows up out of nowhere in the audience, raising the levels of tension and animosity. You know, it's funny because, you know, Shane also calls out that he's changing the rules for Hell in a Cell. So now it's going to be a false count anywhere, which is going to be really exciting because that means they don't have to be in the ring.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to this, you know, for Hell in a Cell Sunday. And then that means, obviously, we can get pinfalls and submissions, and it could be anywhere in the arena. Anywhere in the arena. That means
we
we could
saw.
be back at the concession
Yeah,
stands.
yep.
Who knows? So I hope to see some more of that. Will Objects get involved, you know? Will we see something crazier happen? It's all up in the air. So then, you know, when KO comes out in the audience, he goes casually, "You're looking for me? How can I help you?" I love his casual attitude in the midst of all this craziness. So, you know, Shane calls KO a coward since he won't get into the ring before Sunday. And then Shane says, "If you're not going to bring the fight to me, I'm going to bring it to you." And Shane runs through the audience. Everyone was freaking out in the arena tonight. I mean, what a show they got, right? This was just crazy. And then KO attacks Shane in the concourse. They blocked off each side. Like you mentioned earlier, Scott, the merchandise guys were putting their hands up in the air like, "I don't know what's going on. Like, get away from my table."
Yeah.
And they were just going at it, knocking into things. He slams him into one of the merch tables. You know,
Power
and
bombs him.
Power bombs, yeah. And it breaks. I mean, it was just insanity. And, you know, they get back to the ring. And he says, you know, "You have no idea what's coming on at Sunday at Hell in a Cell. You have no idea what's coming towards you." And pretty much they want to have free reign on each other to beat each other down. So he said, this is KO speaking, "I will powerbomb you until you forget your kids' names," about Shane, which I think is absolutely insane. Shane is now limping back to the ring from the concessions. And Shane and KO fight outside of the ring in the arena. KO throws Shane into the barrier by the commentator booth. That looked like it hurt. He just rolled over it, right into the barrier, smacks into it. And then the crowd is chanting, "This is awesome," which it absolutely was. I wish I was there for this. And then KO powerbombs Shane in the ring. And I'm just thinking to myself this entire time, I can't wait, and I don't want the storyline to ever end. Seriously.
It's good. It's solid stuff.
Yeah.
It's so good
amazing.
that lady was twerking about it.
Yep, I did see that.
You saw that? I didn't see that. I missed it.
It's worth checking
Right
out.
up on
again.
Shane.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
we're going to have to get it. Okay. Well, you guys, before we, end the show, I just want to hear if you have any predictions coming up into Hell in a Cell. And
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
if you want to go into each match, we have KO versus Shane. Who do you think is going to win?
I think KO.
KO.
KO? Me too, KO. AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin, U.S.
AJ.
Championship.
AJ.
AJ, okay.
Anyone with
thinking
initials,
AJ.
I'm going with.
I don't really know about Baron. He hasn't been winning anything. Okay, Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship.
I gotta say Jinder.
JM.
I don't want to, but I just think it's gonna happen.
I'm going to say Shinsuke because he needs to come back at Jinder for something for all of this bullying and stuff that's going on. All right, New Day versus the Usos for the Tag Team Championship in Hell in a Cell.
Usos.
Usos.
I want to say New Day. Natalia versus Charlotte Flair for the Women's Championship.
I want Natalia, but Charlotte's gonna win.
Charlotte.
And will Carmella get involved with Money in the Bank?
She'll be there, but she won't get. She won't cash it in.
Charlotte too.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler versus Bobby Roode.
I want Ziggler to win.
Bobby.
Bobby. Rusev versus Randy Orton.
Rusev.
Rusev.
And that about closes our show. So where can we find you guys?
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TomTheCom.
Or you can find me on social media at Scott Narver. You can check out Wrestling Compadres Slamcast. Last week we had Earl Hebner on the show, legendary referee. And this week we've got Laredo Kid and Garza Jr. And so check that out. And Dave Made a Maze in movie theaters and on video on demand. So check out DaveMadeAmaze.com for more info. I'm in it.
Thank you guys. And if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter at Gabrielle_Loren or on Instagram at Gabby_Loren. I'll be taking over next week for Christian again. He won't be here to do Christian's Closet. We're very sad about it, but we miss you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to check us out on AfterBuzz TV's Wrestling Coverage, the new channel. We really enjoyed tonight. SmackDown Live was amazing. Thank you guys for being with us. And until Hell in a Cell and SmackDown Live next week, we'll see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.